good evening. My name is Porter Smith, and today we'll be talking about how to bass fish. All right, so in bass fishing, there's 4 seasons. There's obviously summer, fall, winter, and spring. All right, so in the summer, the water's getting hot, and the cooler water is down deeper. So that's where the bass are going to be hanging out, in the deeper water. So since the bass are deeper, you're going to want to use lures that go deeper. So in the summer, you need to use deep crankbaits or slow plastics with a heavy weight. And with a slow plastic worm or lizard, that's what it mirrors. You just jig it real slow. When they get the bite, you just set the hook real hard. On a crankbait, it has a bill on it, and it dives deep like that, and you just kind of crank it kind of fast, and it'll dive deep, and that mimics a shad. So the next season is fall. In the fall, they like to be on the ledges or around docks where it's kind of deep, and they just like to feed on shad. So you'd use a crankbait. And in the winter, they go back deep. They like to be in that I guess the warmer water. So again, you would want to use the deeper baits. Then for spring is the spawning season for the bass. So that's when they have babies, and they all go. This is where when all the bass go to the shallower water, and they usually like to hide around coves or on second points or back in the sloughs by weed beds, and they make a bed, and I guess the female just does her business, and the guy just has to come over and lay or whatever, and so then that's where you would take a square bill, or it goes shallower, or you'd get a weightless worm, or you could use a topwater frog and go across the weeds. But that's probably the easiest season to fish, just because you know where they are. And also in the between fall and summer, between spring and summer, it's called the post spawn, and that's when they leave the shallow water after they just spawned, and they'll go to the points and the ledges, and that's what it is right now. And yeah. And most people don't eat bass, but there is some people that do. You can either fry it, you can grill it, you can broil it, and I've had it broiled one time. It was pretty good. And there's not just a largemouth bass, there's smallmouth bass, and there's striped bass, and there's just a lot of different kind of bass. And I usually fish in Wilson Lake. So yeah, use these tips, and you can catch a lot of bass. And thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something. Thank you.
Well, that was better, and it was nice that you said that you said